Hello, how are you? Welcome back to another old sketchbook tour. Let me say first, these sketchbooks were started around the time when I got serious about sketchbook art, because it was when I first started to see sketchbooks on YouTube and such that were all like nicely put together or just generally colorful and filled and things that I really liked that I never really thought about putting in a sketchbook. But yeah, here we go, let's get into it. Starting off with this one. I believe this was done my sophomore year, maybe a little bit of my junior year, don't remember. These were just some watercolor things that I did of some Pokemon and my government assigned starter, which is what they called it. It was this kind of thing that went around, you put your name in and it mashed together a couple of Pokemon and it gave me Dogon. But yeah, I enjoy these a lot. I think they're cute. This is kind of when I figured I should start not ripping pages I don't like out of my sketchbook, so instead I just put stuff over them. So for this Clockwork Orange one, I didn't like the eyes, so I put a little sticky note on it. This was a painting of Suga from BTS, and I put a fish painting over it. Also, the watercolors that I use for this are really chalky, which is why I always say please do not touch the art. I also went back and filled in some of the blank pages, so it kind of skips around a lot. This was Avril Lavigne, and it was done for the 10-year anniversary of Girlfriend. It's Jungkook. Jin. I was trying to practice how to draw birds, because I didn't know how to draw birds. This is Sleepy Birdie's bird style-ish sort of thing. This was a drawing that my friend did of me and all my pets. And this was a study of someone else's art. The first sightings of Bjord. And then this was for a friend's birthday. This was for Pride. I think my boyfriend did this. A very early painting of Amy. Fred from the spin-off of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel. Torrance and Bentley. This is Joshua from 17. This I did for my dad's birthday. It's a painting of McCree from Overwatch. These were just cut and pastes from a different sketchbook. This one I did on the 20th of February in 2018, and this I did on the 31st of July in 2018. So a little bit of a jump. I think I progressed a lot with my art this year in 2018, which is why I had to redraw this, because it was such a drastic difference. There's some boys from 17. In a little shop. This was a drawing I did of my friend Isabel, and I didn't date this one, but this was a drawing of her as well. That was done also on the 31st of July. There's Brigitte. Some quotes. Lydia from Beetlejuice, and then a mermaid that I did for Mermaid, and another one, and then this is Nikki from Camp Camp. Soraka from League of Legends, and Kim Jong-un. I was asked to draw this. There's Johnny in blue. Then Mulan from Ralph Breaks the Internet. And a koi fish. This was the second ever koi fish I ever drew, and I'm very proud of this one. In my last sketchbook tour video, you can see the first koi fish I ever drew, so yeah. Then these are just little doodles of one of the like monster things from Dauntless, which is, I kind of played that for a little bit, but yeah. Some boobs. I did these while I was on a trip, so this was in a car, and then this was from a picture that I took on the way up to the cabin for the trip, and I never actually finished putting the leaves in, but I don't know, it kind of looks cool this way. Some pencil doodles, some sharks, shark tummy, a page dedicated to my boyfriend. Then here is Amy making out with herself. I really like this drawing. It was of another character from Off. And then me when I reached 100 followers on my art account. Another bear, and then Amy again, and it says, "How come I still don't feel anything?" Maybe I'll do a video on my original characters eventually. There's some K-pop stars. Then Lisa from Blackpink. And then I think this girl was inspired by Lisa, but it isn't her necessarily. Then there's Amy, and there's Johnny, and there's Johnny again, but with fancy hair. This was the first ever drawing of Lilith, but she didn't have a name yet. So there's Amy and there's Lilith. And a deer. And here's Torrance. Then this was supposed to be Rap Monster from BTS. And I don't remember what this trend was called, but basically you downloaded this app and you made this little cute girl thing and then you drew it. But yeah. And then this was something similar, but it was with a different app. It was Monster Girl Maker when it first came out. Yeah. There's Aviator Aurelia. Then Theo. These kind of like more finished, well done drawings of my original characters they're supposed to be like personality pieces. So it was supposed to be an illustration that described who they were without using any words. And Johnny, still being my least developed character, got the most boring, I think. Then there's a Leona skin. I don't remember what it's called though. This was a Draw This in Your Style for Mermidia, I think is how you say it, but I'm not sure. And around this time I started watching Miriam Tilson on YouTube, and she does a lot of dark stuff, so I kind of wanted to mimic that. And here's Diva from her short that came out in 2018. And Las Diablitas from Camp Camp. the Flower Scouts. And that was the end of this one. I think this one's probably my favorite page. But moving on to the next one. Gonna have to move stuff off the screen to fit it. This is a scan of another page in this sketchbook. Here's a ballerina. I did a lot of studies in this one, I think. But yeah. This was inspired by something a friend said in school. Also, I think this was my like sophomore to junior year. Basically, she was talking about how this guy became her friend, and then later on she found out that he just wanted to do things with her. But yeah, while she was talking about it, she cleverly said boys thinking with their heads as per usual, and heads not pertaining to this head, but this head. So yeah. And this was a little self-portrait. And these were the first renditions of my floral shark stickers, which are up on my Redbubble now. I think everything has been redesigned except the dogfish one. But yeah, and then I'm also adding more like new designs and such. This was just a list of people who had ordered stickers. Little storyboard kind of thing for our film club, and some vent art and a commission. This one's shiny. And then these were just some random studies, and this is a page of people's icons from Twitter, because people, I kind of did a thing that was like, retweet this if you want me to draw your icon, and it ended up getting like way more than I was expecting, so I never was able to finish it. But yeah, this is a commission, and so is this one, and this one. It's my dad. And Aurelia, and this was my starting of Inktober for 2019, I think. No, 2018. But I had a cat at the time named Juno. We don't have him anymore, but he jumped onto the table while I was doing the background for this and spilled the ink all over the page, and all over myself and such, and now I'm out of India ink. But yeah, then I did more. I kind of wanted to do like a bug theme for the month, so I did a lot of bugs. And then eventually I got tired of drawing just bugs, so I drew people bugs. This is Billie Eilish from her You Should See Me a Crown music video. This is a scan. This is the original. It's shiny. And then this is basically where I ended it, which was on day 10. Then these are some quotes and a commission. And some random doodles. This is when I got my fountain pens. But yeah. This was supposed to be a full spread, but I got lazy. I was taking some notes on palmistry. This is another off drawing page thing. Then this is when I got my dip pen, because this is when I was kind of practicing with it and seeing how it worked under watercolors. Here's a painting of a hand, some mushroom people. This I think was also a commission. I really like this little drawing. Pretty sick. And then another commission that I ended up doing, like redoing later because I hated this one. Then some stickers, some ballet stickers, and then some mushroom stickers. And this is when I got my first set of Tombos, and I was really, really excited. So I did some childish styled stickers, and then these are some K-pop boys. Been swatching everything. These were my Winsor Newton Cotman watercolors, the tiny one, the tiny set. Then this is a study from Pinterest, and that's Isabelle from Animal Crossing, but as a human. This was a drawing of my parents that I did for Christmas for them, and I ended up redrawing it later, so you'll see that in one of my later sketchbooks. Then here's some color palette studies of Irene from, I think that's Irene. It might not be, from Red Velvet. I don't know all their names. And then this was a drawing of the main singer from Hippocampus, from some music video of theirs. God, my brain doesn't work today. I'm tired. Then here's a little Yuletide illustration and a solstice one. And then this was my Witch Sona. I kind of got into a lot of that stuff because I was watching, I had just started watching Sabrina. But yeah, this is when the Christmas special came out. The first one. Yeah. And then I did a Witch Sona of Theo, and I planned to do Witch Sonas of all of my characters, but I didn't. That's still a plan that I have in the future though, because I think it's cute. Then a little scenery type of thing. And my New Year's resolutions page for 2019. Here's a little spread of Amy and just Amy. Then the scan that you guys saw earlier of some goldfish. This was from reference and I tried to stylize it. Some doodles. Another thing of Amy. And this is my friend's OC, Mateo. I thought he was cute, so I wanted to draw him. Then this is when I got a pin machine. They only make really tiny pins. Here, let me see if I could grab an example. Here we are. They're really itty bitty kind of pins, but I did all these little designs for them. And here's my boyfriend and a cactus cooler and a switch and some little studies of dogs and such, and then Bee and Puppy Cat, and Spider Gwen, a little kind of sort of comic. And this is unfinished, but it's basically an aquarium breaking on someone. This is a commission of my friend's lizard, leopard gecko. Another Bee and Puppy Cat. Some space girls. And, ooh, hiccups. And this is a draw this in your style. More playing with lighting. And then this, I think these were the first drawings of the Love Club. So there's Julieta, Lilith Marie, Rosalind, Lyra, and Serafina. And then there's Theo and Johnny being good buddies. And then here's them again. And then here's some like information on some of my OCs. And these were drawings that I did during a D&D session. This was my character, this was my boyfriend's character, this was a thing that happened. Then I drew them again. These are some stickers that I didn't really sell, but I did make them. And this, I think, yeah, this is, my boyfriend did that. This, I think, was a commissioned sticker. So, yeah. Some little doodles. The batter from Off again. And then there's a little drawing of Rosalind, and then some other studies. Wirt from Over the Garden Wall. This was such a fond memory for me because it was when a bunch of my friends and I all started playing Minecraft again, and it was just, I don't know, it was just a really like entertaining thing that happened. Basically, one of my friends built his house up in the sky. The only way to get up to it and get down from it was a waterfall. And then this one stole his diamonds or something. I don't remember what happened, but diamonds were stolen, the waterfall was turned off. I don't know, it was funny. But yeah, I got some gold ink. Played with that a little bit. Huntress Wizard from Adventure Time, the batter from Off again, because I love Off. And then this is kind of when I learned 2-point perspective, and I was practicing with it. It is the only type of perspective I know. So yeah. These were life drawings from a concert that I went to for my band director. And then there's me and Lilith Marie and Amy and Theo in blue. Oh, and Bjord. And then, I don't know, some random drawings. And then Mushroom Me with green hair saying, "See you next time." This is empty, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. After this, there's only one more old sketchbook I have, and then I just finished this one, which is my most recent finished one. And then I started a different one, so yeah. But you'll see one more old one, and then this one, and then everything is up to date. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for looking through my sketchbooks with me. I haven't looked through them in a really long time, so thank you for sharing my nostalgia, even though you didn't have any because this is the first time you're seeing them. But thank you for letting me show you. Anyway, if you liked this video, then show me by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing and maybe commenting. Ask me how my day was going, because I like being asked that, and I'll ask you back. But yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Come check out my other ones. Thank you for watching. Bye!